Welcome to our presentation on diversity and inclusion in the workplace. Today we will discuss applicable theories, evidence, and our interesting case study with our members Felix, Philbert, Vineet, Tanya, and Sophia. Diversity and inclusion is a very important topic as it is crucial to consider the various unique perspectives of every individual, no matter what race or gender they are, in order to maximize results, whether it be in school projects, at work, or volunteering. As a result, companies will promote creativity and have a best range of innovative ideas and optimize the quality of their products or services, hence their profits. Managers also benefit from embracing diversity and inclusion by widening their talent pool and recruiting dedicated employees and retain these highly talented individuals with a clear diversity and inclusion strategy. Online surveys also revealed that women in particular, as much as 75% of them in the survey, looked highly upon the diversity strategies of workplaces before choosing to commence or remain in a company. Diversity also improves a company's brand with an optimal gender balance, as it shows customers that they are forward-thinking compared with those who do not embrace diversity and are hence labeled out of date. Moreover, in an increasingly multicultural society we live in, companies that show that they embrace diversity also show that they value the customer and hence increase chances of retention. Finally, a diverse and inclusive company helps in pushing into the international market, as they have employees who come from a wide range of backgrounds and can help with, say, expansion into the Chinese market.
Let's talk about the applicable theories of diversity and inclusion. Firstly, we have the information or decision-making perspective, which implies that diversity results in the processing of information and ideas being exchanged because a more diverse team have more experiences and knowledge. This idea is spotted by Cloverpop, who states that a team that was the most diverse made better decisions 87% of the time. Next is the social identity theory, which states that firstly they would categorize themselves into groups that they belong to or do not belong to, called the in-groups and the out-groups, and then they will adopt the behaviors and compare it to the behaviors of the out-groups. For example, in a construction job, males are the in-groups and females will be the out-groups, and males will have a negative perception of females, usually underestimating strength. This is obviously untrue, and many perception biases are involved, like stereotypes, and could result in higher chances of miscommunication in the workplace. Let us take a look at the strengths and weaknesses of both theories. Firstly, information or decision-making perspective looks at it from a positive outlook. It is also backed by many recent studies. For example, Scott Page's 2007 research found out that diverse teams consistently outperform non-diverse teams in completing certain tasks. However, heterogeneity must be managed to combat problems like conflicts and biases. It also assumes that only diversity is beneficial to good decision-making. Next, we have the social identity theory, which recognizes the possible biases and negative aspects of diversity. However, it also assumes that social categorization of people only leads to discrimination and bias, when in fact it could be used as a positive distinction. Hence, we have decided to go with the decision-making perspective due to its higher applicability and the fact that current diversity is becoming a more accepted norm and celebrated in the workplace.
We were able to explore the concepts of diversity and inclusion and highlights the increasing nature of multicultural environments. A successful collaboration depends on many factors, including how information is utilized. While this recent globalization has been regarded as one of the most significant changes, individuals are able to bring innovation and creativity to organizations. However, this also allows for clashing perspectives and strong disagreements, which needs to be managed at a high level in order to produce the most effective results. In a multicultural environment, individuals were found to be more open and willing to accept new ideas from different cultures rather than be persistent and narrow-minded with their perspectives. This shows how obstacles that arise from heterogeneous conflicts can be overcome through more complex structuring of tasks that enable individuals to be more cooperative in nature. The differences in how professional behavior is perceived in various cultures, which is why it is crucial to constantly manage and maintain in such culturally diverse environments. As well as professional behavior, the method of interacting in a workplace is also different in many cultures, and the difference of these acceptable norms may result in misunderstandings. Although there are obstacles in finding a balance with different cultural values, these barriers pose as an opportunity for organizations to produce new perspectives and innovative solutions in both the internal and global marketplace. To remain in the constantly growing market competition, it is essential for organizations to embrace multicultural collaborations to produce the most effective results.
This article speaks about how the strategic business value of task-related activities overcomes the relationship-oriented value, which is the negative impact of increasing diversity within an organization. What it speaks about is how businesses are continuously moving from looking at diversity as a social issue into how it is providing a strategic business imperative. What it speaks about as well is that in order to improve performance and decision quality and to drive organizational innovation within the workplace, it conflicts in regards to what the correct outcome is and correct solution should be discussed. This should be discussed in an environment where it is allowed free speech as well as expression of individual identity. Moving on to 2017, where we are now looking at the cultural diversity into the workplace, discourse and perspective. This article in particular looks at how we are now looking at how European Union is expressing the importance of diversity management in order to create a sustainable and inclusive economy. It speaks about how we have moved from looking at a homogeneous outlook by focusing upon having like and like to more of a heterogeneous outlook where we reduce the groupthink effect within not only business but as well as in a government kind of situation. 13 national diversity charters were created and implemented in 2010, and it was signed by 7,100 companies and over 13.6 million employees. Why? Well, in particular, it looked to enhance innovation, creativity, increase efficiency in solving problems, and the fact that cultural diversity is highly adaptable to change, with the people avoiding the groupthink effect.
Hey there, I'm Felix, and as part of our case study, I will now be interviewing Tanya, who will roleplay a CBA intern alongside Melissa, our case study, based off our research. So Tanya, is CBA still fostering an environment for diversity?
Yes, they are, as in Melissa's case, her involvement as an Indigenous person in CBA proves that they've undergone extensive measures to foster a strong culture of creativity and diversity. So this is evident through the networks that she's been involved in, such as Unity, Mosaic, Yana Bajari, Enable, Advantage and CAM.
So how has Commonwealth Bank closed the gap in terms of gender inequality?
So their 2017 to 2020 Accessibility and Inclusion Plan encapsulates the steps that CBA take in order to improve access for their customers and for the communities that they operate in, as there is currently 57.8% of women working within CBA, so obviously they hope to increase that. So the gender pay gap has also decreased, with a 1.1% decrease in base remuneration and 3% decrease for total remuneration.
Thanks for the interview, Tanya.
Thank you, Felix. Within Commonwealth Bank, they utilise the Cultural Diversity Index, which measures the cultural mix across the bank with a score of either 0 to 1, and the higher the score, the more diverse the population. So, as you can see in the statistics, Commonwealth Bank is 0.77, which is a very high score in diversity, having 0.6% in general managers, and so forth. And similarly, through the statistics shown in Commonwealth Bank, there's been a 20% increase in innovation and a minus in 30% of risk. And so this is due to diverse thinking and the opportunities that Commonwealth Bank has given to people from all backgrounds. Therefore, based on the conclusive evidence shown throughout our presentation, it has been made clear that organisations must adapt to the ever-changing climates of the globalised world. The advantages that come with the decision-making perspective include how it facilitates good decision-making, as it allows varied opinions which stem from colourful backgrounds. However, communication conflicts can arise from the implementation of diversity within a workplace. However, this can be overcome through an overhaul of tasks to create a more complex system to force people to cooperate. Therefore, on behalf of Group S, we hope that this presentation has successfully outlined how diversity and inclusion in the workforce should be implemented in the future.